Hey guys, how's it going? So, starting a new week, and that means a new clock. And that's what I'm going to talk about is the hours of service, a brief explanation of what that is. A lot of people don't know, but we are regulated to certain hours that we can work per day and per week. We don't have anything like overtime or anything like that. We have the 8, 11, 14, 70-hour rule, and there's also a 34-hour reset. So let me break that down for you. The 8-hour rule is basically after an 8-hour driving period, you have to take a mandatory 30-minute break. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. The 11-hour driving rule is that I can't drive past the 11th hour on that day. The only way I can't drive past that 11th hour until I take a 10-hour reset. So until I have to be off for 10 hours, then I can start that again and drive for a total of 11 hours in that day. Right alongside that is the 14-hour rule. Means I can't drive past the 14th hour after coming on duty for the day. So if I start my day at a certain time, 14 hours from that hour, no matter how much driving I have left that I can do, not allowed to do it. I have to stop for 10 hours and take that 10-hour break. The 70-hour is just basically I can't drive more than 70 hours in an 8-day period. So it's not even a real week, it's 8 days. And after every day, once I get past that 8 days, whatever I worked day 1 comes back to me. So it's a constant rotation of hours. Easy way to manipulate it if you kind of have a consistent schedule. Most people that do OTR can figure that out. The optimum is 8 hours and 45 minutes of driving per day, and you'll never have to take the 34-hour reset. Which brings me to that. A lot of guys don't like it because it stops them for 34 straight hours before they can get their full 70 hours back on their work week. Us in dedicated, myself personally, I don't mind it. I actually like it. That's the only way I can really get home time is during a 34-hour reset, which I just came off of. Kind of almost that equal to 48 hours, but you know, if you're out and about and you run your clock down, you're 70 hours out, you have to stop for 34 hours. And like I said, a lot of guys don't like that because they can get stuck somewhere way away from home with nothing to do at some random truck stop, and that's just, they didn't plan their trips, they didn't plan their hours well enough. But that's kind of all the rules there. So basically my day is anywhere from 11 to 14 hours long, granted, and I have 10 hours off every night to get that back again. And when I was going over the road with my mentor, I would get up and start my driving, and I would drive for a good solid 6 or 7 hours before stopping for that mandatory 8-hour break. Now you can stop and take that at any time, but you just have to take it before that 8 hours is up. That's basically what you need to do. I, like I said, would drive 6-7 hours. You know, you can drive 2 or 3 hours, stop for a 30-minute break, but you're going to run into 8 more hours. You're going to have to take that break again because 11 hours, it's, you know, you're not taking enough time. That's why the optimum time is between 5 and 7 hours. So that way when you take that break, you get the rest of your 11 hours for the day back, unless you're running into the 14-hour. I know it sounds real complicated, and a lot of people have a lot of trouble with it when they're learning, especially in school, just starting out. They have a lot of trouble with trying to remember all these rules and all these numbers, but once you live it, you know, couple days, couple weeks, kind of things just start to flow, and you automatically know. And with e-logs nowadays, it's all right there, right on your Qualcomm. You just punch a couple of buttons. How much time do I have on this, this, and this? So, and it lets you know when you're running down to an hour left. You know, it lets you know when you're getting close to your hours. So, and then another thing is, I know a lot of people don't like e-logs, but look, it's the 21st century, okay? We don't need to write on paper anymore. We don't need to, we don't need to do any of that. It's all right here. So that could be another video for another day. That's a hot button topic, especially in the trucking industry. But that right there is a brief explanation of the hours of service rules. If you have any more questions about that, feel free to leave the comments below, or just ask one of your trucker friends or relatives. I know everybody seems to know a trucker, and now you guys know me. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and until next time, we'll see you later.